Today I have a super easy breakfast, lunch type of thing that it's gonna be delicious. I'm already salivating. Yeah, I just came back from shopping, made some rice, already done, and then I'm just gonna do a quick omelette sort of thing here, and it's just so. Long story short, starting with some olive oil. I mean, the ingredients is just so easy. We're gonna do some mushrooms, some apple and maple sausages. These are plant-based sausages, and then the eggs. Some delicious organic pasture-raised eggs, and that's it. Welcome to cooking with me. So, how do we get started? Well, it depends. In this case, I am thinking I'm gonna fry the mushrooms and sausages. I'm gonna fry them a little bit in the oil, just a few passes here and there, and then I'm gonna add the eggs. So it sounds very simple. Why don't we do it? Because I'm still talking. That's why. So how about we get started? We get olive oil, and then we pour a good amount. Here's the thing. Our mushrooms, they are full of water, and they're gonna start to just melt as we cook. All right, let's put some low fire here. Who are you? Who are you? Oh, you. Okay. So it's kind of tricky to fry mushrooms. You can have them just like that. You can just chop them. You don't have them chopped already. You can just add them to your omelette, just the way they go. That's right. Or you can chop them and fry them. Doesn't really matter if they're raw. Doesn't really matter. As a matter of fact, they're really good. You ever had, pizza with mushrooms? Most of the times they spend what? Well, depends on the pizza place, right? But if you're buying a slice and you adding some mushrooms there, they're gonna just take some fresh mushrooms, put them on top of a cheese slice, and then just bring back into the oven for like 5 minutes. So they're gonna spend like 5 minutes in the oven. When you can actually have them like that. Sorry. Right? So, okay. Back to our business here. We're gonna make sure our oil is nice and hot. And once we feel it's kind of like they're a bit big, at least the way they come. So I'm just gonna break them out a little bit. Do this. I'm gonna take this little cup and I fill it up with some of these pieces that I just chopped in half. 3 times. Hey, whatever. It's just so that they fry a little better, in my opinion. Okay. Wash your hands. Common sense. Alright, so get our little mushrooms at the perfect size, and then once we have enough, how do we know when enough's enough? Once we fill up, this is going too quick. Once we fill up the cup, and a few more. Or it depends on how many eggs omelette you're gonna do. I'm gonna do 3 egg omelette today, because I'm starving. I haven't had anything the whole day, and I don't even know what time is it. I think it's noon. I'm I'm still on East Coast time a little bit. Not really. It's kind of weird getting used to the time change. Anyway, yeah, that's like a good amount. All right, so back to our friend the oil here. Let me just move this. This is an amazing kettle to boil water. It's just the coolest thing ever. You gotta see it. It's all glass, and then even when it's hot, you can still hold it here, and you're not gonna get burned. I'm gonna see it later, but just so it doesn't get any oil, I'm gonna put it on the side. Okay. So back to this. Just changed my mind. How about this? Instead of the mushrooms going first, I'm gonna maybe try putting the soy sausages first, because even though they're not meat based, I don't know why, for some reason in my mind I still feel that I need to cook them. Whatever. And then here. Well, there we go. All right, so let's do maybe, that didn't do it. That didn't do it. Just gotta cut a little deeper here. There we go. There we go. How about 3 sausages for 3 eggs? And here's something I like to do. How about 4? 4. All right. So what I'm gonna do is something my mom used to do when I was a kid, when she would cook this very same thing, and it was to chop sausages in little pieces like this. All right, so what I'm gonna do is something my mom used to do when I was a kid, when she would cook this very same thing, and it was to chop sausages in little pieces like this. Yeah. There you go. There you go. So 4 of these little sausages going into the pan, into the hot oil. There we go. Whoa. These are small enough. There we go, maybe this one. There we go. Perfect. Okie doke, put them inside. Now, since the oil is slightly hot, right? Just gonna fry them brown a bit, right? Just move them around a little bit. Make sure that they get, they turn around and around, and they get fried, or at least a bit roast all over, right? That's the key. They seal. I don't know if they seal. I don't know what's the outside. I don't know how these are made, but I'm sure the process that I'm doing, which is the little fry part of it, still gonna do it. Okay, there you go. Now they're starting to get the color, right? The color. Stop getting fried. Start to switch the color, and that's the idea. Okay. Oh shit. This smells just like a sausage does. Like a regular sausage. I'm starting to salivate. Alright, so we have our sausages there. Now we're taking our mushrooms. Okay. let's do the same. Let's just throw them in the pan, in the frying pan, and let's try to do the same. And here's the thing, here's the part. We're gonna start to lose oil really quick. Because on one end, the mushrooms, they have a lot of water, and they're gonna start to release that water. But then at the same time, they are gonna soak the oil in. So we're gonna have to start adding a little more oil. But we are super active, aren't we? We have incredibly active life. So it's okay. It's totally cool. Oh, look at that. And then again, the same thing applies. We want each and every single piece of that mushroom to be fried to get the color. It's starting to smell amazing. Okay, just bring the heat down just a tad. Oh gosh, I want to eat this right now. Oh shit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we learned our lesson, didn't we? Didn't we? We did. I did. Okay. Brilliant. Let's kill the fire just for a second because I forgot to get my eggs ready. So let's do that now. So we said 1, we said 2, we said 3. How about this is good? 3 omelettes, 3 eggs. So just like that, chopping one, chopping. Just getting one down, second down. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Third down. And be careful not to let anything else in there that you don't want in there. There we go. Okay, so sausages are usually, when they're making them, they usually add some spices to them, right? Feels like it. So usually some salt and pepper already there, but I like it. I like to add a little more, although you could do it later when you're eating it, but just for the giggles. And then just to show you this, I mean, all of this place is just so nice. It's so much full of detail. Some salt, the way the salt is set up, these little 2 thingies, right? Over here we get we put the rock itself, because we have organic salt right here. So we get a little bit here, from here, into here. We mash it until it gets powdery, and then we can get the most powdery pieces into the other one, into this one, right? So we can take a spoonful of it here, and now we have some big pieces just ended up there by mistake, but idea is that you mash it enough so that it's very, very, very fine. Okay, so and then that's a good way to control how much salt you actually have in. It's not just like a open faucet of salt that we are used to. It's just enough, just enough. All right, so we add a little bit of salt, my eggs. Boom. Put our beautiful thingy away. And now it's gonna be just a matter of getting our eggs scrambled. Because I want them scrambled, because otherwise you could just throw them in there. Who cares? Okay. Never been really good for this. But probably you have a mixer. Or maybe, you know what, take the opportunity and do it like this. Classic style, and then your wrist, you know, your wrist is gonna thank you. There you go, starting to get the color. I want a little bit of, not just the color, I want a little bit of foam. Why, you may ask? I don't know, I'm used to it. There's another, you could go all the way and mix them real good, or you could go just halfway and still have some white pieces, some yellow pieces. Everybody's different, everybody's gonna have a different taste, a different style that they love to do. Today I feel like very jello with some foam. Alright, let's go ahead and put some, I think that's good. Put some heat back on. Not that much. A little more oil. Because again, the mushrooms, they're gonna soak in that oil like it's no one's business. A little bit of a stir. And there. And then it's time for the eggs. And now I'm starting to salivate again. And again. Brilliant. Probably lower the heat a little bit, so I don't like it when it burns underneath. I like it more when it's like pretty even all over. I don't know. So maybe I just stir it here and there and kind of like bringing it towards the middle, so that the center, so that the liquidy areas, they get slightly solid but not that much, and we avoid those burned areas. Try to get something that is cooked, done, but it's not burned. Don't know if that makes sense. And it's very easy to just go too much, like this texture. I'm looking for that texture. It's like, look, it's already too much here, too much here. Okay, so when you know that it's already getting there, turn that off, and then just use the heat that's left in the frying pan to maybe get those pieces that still may need a little bit more heat. And look at that, that's it, look at that. Amazing. Voila. And now I'm gonna serve. And I'm gonna eat because I'm starving. And for that purpose today, I'm gonna use this one because it's another one of those details in here that are just so cute. I'm gonna put some rice, made some brown rice. Let me just put it in there. check that out. So not even half of the thingy full, because now we have the eggs, right? So about this much rice, and now we're gonna we're gonna do we're gonna bring eggs and start to put them on top. In this case, the rice is plain. All I did was to use a little bit of olive oil and salt. That's it. And then just cook it on just, a rice cooker. And now just putting it on. Putting it on. Putting it on. Bon appetit! Here's my mushroom sausage omelette with rice. It sounds like the easiest thing ever to make, and it is. I mean, you've seen it. It was just amazing, and if you do something like that, enjoy it. Please do. If you like it, let me know. I'll make more. Not of these, maybe something, or maybe the same, I don't know. Gotta show you that kettle. Gotta show you, it's just out of this world. Anyway, thank you. Bye. I almost forget. Avocado. Why would you have life without your avocado? Just chop one and cut it in slices or squares, or just get one avocado and put it in there. Just do that. And then if you have some kombucha, then have that on top of it and enjoy.